Is the MacBook Air good for gaming? Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to Bite Me. In today's video, we are going to talk about is the MacBook Air good for gaming? Before we start, hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Apple is known for its impeccable product quality and excellent customer service experience. The MacBook Air is the finest computer in the shape of the thinnest and lightest laptop on the market. Still, is Apple's MacBook Air suitable for video games? Overall, Apple's MacBook Air isn't the right laptop for video games. Although the new model has improved hardware, a lack of internal fans, a dedicated GPU, and reduced storage capacity can damage the hardware and result in an inadequate gaming experience after extended use. I own a 2020 M1 Apple MacBook Air. This is the best computer I've ever had and the best MacBook Air gaming laptop ever to run AAA games on iPhone and iPad with low to medium settings. To play the game, it is not a dedicated gaming computer. You can use it for games, but read this article to make a purchase decision. If you need a laptop suitable for your games, it's much better to get a dedicated Windows gaming laptop. Take a look at some of the best options for your budget on Amazon. Graphics Processing Unit, or GPU. The built-in GPU for laptops needs to be able to handle the huge 3D application load, safe and fluid frame rate, gameplay performance that video games typically do. I have the MacBook Air 2020 version and above, uses a 7-core 8-core Apple M1 CPU processor as the integrated GPU. This gives results comparable to other low to mid-tier laptop GPUs, but has become almost mainstream these days. The game cannot manage higher graphic settings. Remember that Air was designed as a content creation machine for video and photo editing, not games. CPU memory speed. Gaming laptops also require a rugged CPU that acts as the brain of the computer. Note that Apple's M1 processor can provide maximum CPU performance of 3.2 GHz, which has been the basic standard for mainstream games since 2018. Still, the most recommended gaming requirements suggest CPU speeds close to 4 GHz for today's best gaming experience. I'm looking at a gaming laptop. How about building a powerful custom gaming PC? It's not that hard to build. See this guide for instructions on how to create your setup. RAM capacity. The 8GB of RAM on the MacBook Air certainly exceeds the minimum requirements of most older video games such as the Call of Duty 3 and the Witcher series. However, in 2021, 8GB of RAM will only meet the basic system requirements of most major franchises. This is not the case for most mainstream video game titles. You can edit 4K videos and open dozens of Chrome tabs on Air, which is fine because the M1 Apple Silicon is optimized for these programs in the short term. Storage capacity. Recently, 1TB SSD storage space is the best option for gamers to install up to 20 games at a time. The MacBook Air is familiar with this division and offers options ranging from 256GB to 2TB for upgrades. Storage is not a big issue. You can always buy an ultra-fast SSD like SSD from my Amazon SanDisk to play games externally. Heat circulation. Due to the extreme 3D processing load of the GPU during the game, heat accumulation becomes a very real problem and can affect the life cycle of the hardware itself. See the guide for the damaging laptop the game is running on. Unfortunately, the lightweight features of the MacBook Air come at the expense of the fact that the internal fan isn't installed. This directly limits the ability of laptop CPUs to cool under heavy loads, which can be serious if damaged. Therefore, if you want to buy and play MacBook, get M1 MacBook Pro. Some fans improve their performance over long gaming sessions. Other factors need to be considered during a game, such as maximum input voltage of the computer, monitor page resolution, and color settings. But these may not have much impact on the gaming experience as long as you do not. The integrated graphics card is an embedded GPU that shares the same chip as the computer's CPU. The discrete GPU is a piece of hardware that allows graphics processing to be performed independently of the laptop's CPU processor. For Apple's MacBook Air, the company has already opted to create integrated GPUs on all production lines. This means that the chip will be able to handle both CPU and GPU work as needed to understand the trade-offs when using integration. GPU, especially for gaming, instead of the discrete GPU on your laptop. We'll summarize the general strengths and weaknesses of using an integrated GPU for your MacBook Air. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us.